For the best media content, hit the like, hit the subscribe. You're now locked into the CHAMPSIDE. Haney versus Diaz, December 4th, Saturday, live from the MGM. We early. Fighters is still getting in position. See my boy Ammo. What's up, Roderick? Shout out to the Haneys.
I love shirts. That's my guy.
Good material, right?
Oh, I love it.
Shout out to Ronnie Jackson, Earl.
What's up, big?
Oh,
my guys, what's shaking?
What's up with you?
What's shaking?
What's good, bro? How you doing?
Going live in 10 minutes. Going live in 10 minutes.
Shout out to Bert. Whoa, Shout out to Wayne. If it ain't who that, I can't acknowledge it, Wayne. I don't know what a who that is. I know what a who that is. Shout out to Main Event Mark. O-Dog, Terrence, Earl, Andre, Main Event Mark. TDC. He said, I feel you. Shout out to Dead Game Boxing, Corbin, Jeff Mayweather in the building. Saints getting that. The Saints playing tonight? They playing the Cowboys tonight, huh? I don't know, man. I think this the down year for the Saints. They got to show you that they not as good without Breeze, you know?
Watch they beat us tonight.
You think so?
Man,
that
quarterback scared me, bro.
I still think the boys are going to make a run this year in the playoffs.
I hope they do, bro, but I like, for real, the quarterback, man. I like that dude.
Who, Winston? He hurt.
No, not Winston.
Simeon?
Nah, not Simeon.
Taysom Hill?
I like him.
Oh, man.
I know he's not Dan Marino, but I'm saying, bro,
yeah, that's the one thing he not. He definitely ain't Dan Marino.
I didn't realize he was that big, bro.
Duke Reagan. Why y'all talking about Duke Reagan? Duke Reagan fight for a top rank.
How about those 49ers, Skip?
Ammo on the card. Yeah, I think Ammo is.
49ers.
You a Niners fan?
Nigga said 82. 82. How is Ammo doing? I don't know. I said, what's up, man? Dab me up.
Let's see if you remember my first big Niners game, 97 divisional round against the Vikings. Oh, yeah. And then they lost Candlestick the next week against Favre.
Man, ain't nobody run up on me.
That was the first year I watched them.
That was the first year.
You said Dallas. Oh, you like Dallas? Shout out to Haney.
JJ Stokes.
Man, ain't nobody try to run up on me yesterday. Come on now.
Yeah.
Yeah, ain't no. You can sit right here. I'm gonna sit.
Wasn't he athletic, Skip? Yeah. So he could scramble a little bit.
Yeah, man, that's like Stone Rise of the Dog, man.
Right.
Man, he's just made me feel old.
JJ Stokes.
He said JJ Stokes like
Garrison Hurst. Everybody did. But it turned out to be T.O., not him.
He didn't even turn out to be T.O.
No, but I mean, they were more hyped on him than T.O. Yeah. Supposed to be.
Garrison, do you remember he ran that
against the Jets?
It was a long ass run.
Against the Jets, 99 yards.
Our Wayne is going on.
More of a Marshall Falk type.
Yeah. He started getting bigger though. He started getting bigger.
Do a couple shows. You know what I'm saying?
I used to love Christian Okoye.
Champs,
Mike All-Star runners like that.
for y'all.
One Direction. Bam.
He was a bad boy for a few years.
Unless you remember Ben.
I did see Ammo.
Man, hell yeah, still
That's what I said. I said I saw Ammo. I just saw him like 10 minutes ago. I said, what's up to him? He here? He in the building.
Yeah, you got it.
Shout out to C. Jones. Shout out to Sir.
Matter of fact, what's my man name? Matter of fact, who played for the Falcons? Gerald Reed.
Oh, yeah.
He was the Chris.
Yeah.
Remember Jamal Anderson? He was like a one-hit wonder.
Yeah, but he was like a pound back that had scat back.
Yeah.
He
Smash that like
No,
button.
no,
just
yeah,
took a
two
lot
or
of
three.
punishment.
Yeah, injury.
That style.
Those running.
You in or
Yeah,
what
you
city
know what I
you in?
love? How people today think like, yo, Earl Campbell ran out his jersey. No, he didn't. The jerseys was made to do that.
Yeah, they were like
Shout out to
snatch away. They were
Steve
like
J.
snatch
Shout out
away.
to
They
J.
always show
Lee.
that highlight.
Shout out to Dirty Mick.
You know how many jerseys?
Kamara playing tonight.
Like 50 jerseys to a game.
Man, they need more than Kamara. They need
Every
Aaron
time
Brooks.
they played, so nobody
Aaron
could
Brooks,
do
Jeff Blake.
Right.
That's why by the time
Shout out
you
to
got
my
the
dude Jeff Blake and Aaron Brooks.
That's why they changed it to the tight, the back.
Shout out to Sean King.
And they got tired of
But I'm gonna
like
tell you,
that.
now,
The
back in
uniforms
the
were
days,
better back in the
we
day.
come from the same school. I used to play football back in the days in the jerseys with the holes in it.
Yeah,
Try to
yeah.
grab, man, your fingernails peel off.
It'll peel your fingernails right there.
And no shot, we didn't play with the leather helmets. Okay? We had face
No, I know that.
Okay, number 2, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that wasn't,
Brooks.
it wasn't that far back.
Brooks Blake. Joe Horn.
The frozen.
Going live in 5 minutes. Going live in 5 minutes. Please turn all your cell phones to silent. Thank you.
Ooh, I forgot to put on Do Not Disturb.
Shot, you good right here?
Yeah, I'm good. That's why I just elevated it a little bit.
Yo, Blue was. They said you was big as. Bert said you was big as fuck during. Yo, Blue was big as fuck during his
You're good.
game.
Yeah, you're good.
Facts, yeah. I was 334 pounds.
What you played? Tackle?
I played, first I was like 250.
Yeah.
Then I played tackle.
DT or
D tackle. Yeah. But then I went back to
brother-
linebacker. Then I went to corner.
my brother played defensive tackle in high school. I'm trying to get him. I try to tell him the O-line make all the money.
Yeah.
They protect the quarterback.
I went from D-line to linebacker to corner.
Oh hell.
Swear to God.
Backpedal game was that slick?
Slick.
Footwork.
I was on the game, bro.
Booby Miles.
You want to win? Put Booby in.
But Booby, you didn't lift.
You want to win? Put Booby in.
You know God made Booby black.
That was my dude. I thought you was in LA.
I was. Nah, I'm in Vegas. Nah, fool.
I'm tired as hell.
You going to tank fight?
I was gonna try, but
No, they were not.
I'm beat. I'm late right now for my wife to actually go pick up Christmas things. I'm like, yo,
Christmas fans.
yeah, for
I took
Christmas, man.
pictures in the
we
shirt.
We going away. We go away in New York.
Y'all like
we
this
ran out
video,
of
share this
Christmas
video.
fans.
Like I said,
I don't know
they
what
said, I thought you was in LA. Man, we everywhere, press. We in LA, we in Vegas. We in LA, we in New York.
Are you doing photos?
Might pull up in your city. You just never know.
Bro, but we do a whole, well, we go away the whole
Let you know right now. Don't ask me to move my
Going
camera.
live in 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
As soon as I got here today, everybody's like, hey man, I saw your video yesterday. They was all talking about how I went off on what you call it yesterday. Marco.
Oh, you do?
Did you not see that?
No.
That shit was this man truly is CHAMPSIDE. Put the champ in caps.
You was on live?
Going live
I
in
was
2
recording
minutes.
it for the
Please make
elevator.
your way
He
to
tried
your
to tell me to
seats.
turn
Turn your cell
sideways
phones to
to let
silence.
him in.
Going live in 2
Like,
minutes.
nigga, I'm not about to distort my body for you, nigga. What do you look like? You know how it is. You move around whoever in front. You know, if they camera in front, you raise your camera up. So he kept talking through the fucking LB interview. Like, he kept talking. I'm like, man, will you shut the fuck up?
Said it just like
I'm like, man, shut up. Man, I started to smack the shit out of that nigga.
Yo,
Like,
What he said, he said it.
He ain't say nothing. Oh man, I asked nicely, like it mattered how he asked. The point is, you asking me to move, I ain't moving, motherfucker. Yeah, he don't be crazy. People trying to work behind you. Well, they better work around me.
1 minute. 1 minute till live. Quiet on the set. Thank you.
Yo, yeah, Broderick laughing, man.
Yeah.
People don't know how it be behind the scenes, you know. Because the trick part, I told my cousin, you know my cousin, I'm like, bro, because I almost forgot where I was. I almost forgot Tank was in front of me and just like completely blacked on that nigga, you know what I'm saying? I forget, because you know, you're trying to be conscious of how loud you talk. You don't, man, I almost blacked out straight up. I forgot Tank was in front of me. I forgot Ellerby was in front of me. We just back to
What they said.
Huh?
They just
Going
said
live in
I
10
think Tank heard
seconds.
it. Because Tank looked like, oh shit.
Sebastian, do you want me to put you on this?
He was talking like a biatch.
Sorry, that was my fuck up though.
Hey man, can you distort your body a little bit?
Got brother Ammo back in the building, huh?
Yes sir, there you go. There go ammo. Y'all last.
So 30-30 it should be.
Oh, that's Canelo dude, ain't that the dude that fought Canelo?
On the head,
Castro?
right?
Is that Canelo's fighter?
Foresee them getting
No, the guy
No,
next
he's
to
not
him.
Canelo. But he had his debut on the
Canelo card?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's what, yeah, that's what I seen.
No, he's with Eddie.
30 seconds.
Yeah. His own do it, though.
20 seconds.
Just shut up. Stuff.
10 seconds.
Press conference for Devin Haney versus Jojo Diaz. Of course, a slice of the lightweight championship. We've seen some monumental shifts in the lightweight division, and we've seen some amazing fights here. Welcome you into the MGM Grand Garden Arena. I am your host, Karan Bhatia. We have a stacked card top to bottom, and of course, topped by Devin Haney and Jojo Diaz. We're going to be hearing from both men. And there's a tremendous undercard full of young, undefeated fighters. So we're going to get things underway here at the press conference. Let's throw it up to Eddie Hearn.
Thank you, Curran, and thank you all so much for attending here today. The press conference, a great turnout. Thank you to all the media that have made the trip here to Las Vegas this week for a huge, huge night for the lightweight division. Of course, Devin Haney against Jojo Diaz for the WBC Lightweight World Championship live on DAZN all around the world this Saturday from the historic MGM Grand here in Las Vegas. I had a moment yesterday where I felt we're really lucky people. We're really lucky to be here. The MGM Grand is a venue steeped in boxing history, and last week, of course, we were in the iconic Madison Square Garden for a fight that I think everybody that was there or everybody that watched on DAZN will never forget. George Kambosos dethroning Teofimo Lopez for a whole host of belts in the lightweight division. And of course, the moment where Australian boxing just lit up to see a new star in George Kambosos. And what a night it was for boxing worldwide. We've got a great card here and some undefeated fighters that we'll be talking to, Undisputed World Championships as well on the card, heavyweight action. And also we'll be hearing from George Kambosos up here on the stage just before the Devin Haney and Jojo Diaz press conference as well. This is part of an incredible schedule on DAZN to finish this year. Of course, last week, as I said, at Madison Square Garden. Tomorrow night, we're in Bilbao for a tremendous card for the European title in Spain. MGM Grand on Saturday night. Next week, Conor Benn takes on Chris Algieri in Liverpool. Katie Taylor defends her undisputed championship. The week after, we're in Uzbekistan on the Friday night for Madrimov against Soro. And Saturday night, December 18, we close the show with Chisora Parker 2, the big heavyweight rematch in Manchester. What a schedule. We are very, very lucky people to be living the dream every week on DAZN, but particularly this week, as are these 4 young men. Amari Jones, will start with you, 4-0, part of Devin Haney Promotions, ready to go. During a pandemic, you've actually been a lot more active than most young fighters as well. And a tough fight for you on Saturday night as well.
Yeah, so I have a step-up fight, and I'm more than ready. I've been training with a world champion. I train like a world champion, and I feel great.
Obviously part of Devin Haney Promotions as well. You've been with Devin throughout camp as well. An important role model for you as well. A guy who started very young, had a huge amount of experience on the road as well, and looking to follow in his footsteps.
Of course. Devin is on his way to, being undisputed champion, and and I look to follow in his footsteps.
Look forward to seeing you back in action on Saturday night. Alexis Espino, someone that wasn't as active during the pandemic, probably the least fortunate fighter of all. I think you had COVID, your mum had COVID, your opponent had COVID, then your opponent missed weight. We managed to get you out, probably not as much as we wanted to now, but looking to finish the year with a bang here in Las Vegas, your hometown.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's surreal, honestly, being here and just sitting in a venue where my whole life I looked up to being in a stage just like this in the MGM. And I'm more than ready, man. I'm excited.
Looking to go to 10-0 tomorrow night, and one of the first guys that we signed when we started out in the US, and all of you guys, Ammo here, Reshat, Nikita, Diego, you're all kind of at that stage now where 2022, things are going to start getting serious. Things are going to start progressing, 8-10 rounds, moving into regional championships as well. It's exciting.
Yeah, man, I'm excited. I feel like the better the opponent, then the better I'll do. The more I get pushed, and the more I'll do. So I'm very excited to perform this Saturday, because I'm going to look good.
I look forward to seeing you back in action. Mark Castro, for me, I think one of the great young stars of American boxing right now. 4-0, 3 Canelo undercards, and then virtually headlining with Mikey Garcia in your hometown of Fresno to go 4-0. Now the MGM Grand. Things aren't too bad for Mark Castro. You had a lovely start and looked sensational so far in the start of your professional journey.
Yes, it's been a great start, but it wasn't too great because I got COVID a couple times. I had some setbacks, but I'm blessed to be in this position. It was all about a part of God's plan, and now we're here, first fight in MGM, and I'm grateful and blessed to be here.
Your amateur pedigree is second to none. You've beaten virtually everyone on the world scene. 4 fights in, how do you feel that progression is going? Of course, 2022 is going to be a big year for you as well, but looking to progress, as I said to Alexis, go through the rounds and possibly look at regional championships next year.
Yes, I'm a fighter, so I stay in the gym. Daily sacrifices every day, so that's how you get the victories over these great fighters. They're great too, but I'm just better.
And finally, those 3 Canelo cards that you boxed on, San Antonio, Miami as well, and then in front of, 70,000 at Dallas Cowboys. But last time in Fresno was pretty special for you, wasn't it? It's going to be important for you moving forward, and plans to headline those there in World Championship fights later on in your career.
It feels great to have the support this early in my career. It's the testament to my family and my sacrifices, and I just feel like the fan base is growing every single day, and it's going to be a journey.
Absolutely, I know a lot of fans looking forward to watching your 5th fight on Saturday. A young man to my right, I'm so pleased and proud to see back. Ammo Williams, welcome back. Great to see that smile again. Well documented, your troubles coming off the back of that great win against Dennis Duglin. Many just wanted you to get better. Boxing was an afterthought, but not only did you get better, you're back better than ever in the boxing ring as well. New coach in Coach Cunningham as well. I know I speak for a lot of people at Matchroom, and obviously your tremendous management team as well. We're all so happy to see you back.
Man, first off, I want to give thanks to everybody, Eddie Hearn, Matchroom, Churchill, because, we could have took this time and only focused on, my personal life, but my management company stepped in and made sure that I elevated in my professional game as well. So I'm blessed. I'm thankful to Coach Kevin Cunningham for taking me under his wing. A lot of coaches would know I was going through a hard time, and he could have easily said, nah, I don't want to deal with that, but he took me in. And we had the greatest camp that I've ever had in my life. Shout out to my sparring partners. They gave me the best work that I've ever had, and it's a blessing to be here.
I know it's a stage in your life that you've overcome now, but I feel also important for young men to understand what you went through as well, and understand that it is part of the process of young men, successful young men as well. And it's okay to speak to people, it's okay to get help, and you're a great example of someone that's come through the other side.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, a boxer's life has a lot of pressure in it. We fight for our life, you know, we do this to entertain everybody, but it's a lot of pressure, and as you see, you know, people can turn on you from one day to the next. So a fighter deals with a lot, and it's just a good time. It's a good platform for me to be able to speak out about mental health and let people know, you know, it's a real thing, and also speak for my brothers who share the ring with me, and you know, just be a person that let people know what really goes on, you know.
Good for you, good for you. And focusing now on your career, coming off the back of a great win against Dennis Duggan, you know, last time out as well. So I heard you say in the interview with Curran yesterday that Coach Cunningham's brought you something a little bit different. You know, we know that you're heavy-handed with both hands, can be a little bit wild, but massively entertaining as well. But seems to have refined you in there as well. You talk about understanding, being comfortable in the pocket, being able to defend yourself at all times. He seems to have really brought another element to your game.
Oh yeah, he definitely did, because, you know, ammo is always exciting. I always bring fireworks, and sometimes I can get ahead of myself and, you know, actually think about you guys before I think about myself. But now that we're stepping into the higher levels, like you mentioned, 2022 is going to be a big year for all of us. Now that we're stepping into higher levels with more dangerous fighters, I got to still be dangerous, but I got to be more safe, you know, and that's where Coach comes in. And actually, the knockouts are going to be more spectacular.
Well, we look forward to seeing them, and as I said, everyone's so happy to see you back, mate. Well done, well done. 4 of the best young prospects in US boxing sitting right up here will be live on the Zone on Saturday night as we continue to watch the progress of their career as they move forward to hopefully going on and challenging for the World Championship themselves. Guys, we're going to have a photo up here, and then we'll move to the Undisputed Championship of the World.
Undisputed.
McCaskill.
Oh, that's it.
All 4 of those men undefeated. All 4 between the ages of 19 and 25. Amari Jones, 19 years old. Mark Castro, 22. Alexis Espino, 21. And Ammo Williams, 25 years old. So we're going to be showcasing a lot of young talent. And I will be joined by Ammo Williams. We're going to talk about his incredible story. We know that he took some time off for mental health. He's back now. And I am joined by Ammo Williams. Ammo, how you doing, my friend?
Doing great. Happy to be back. We're in the mecca of boxing. You know, for a boxer, that's the best thing that could happen to us.
And the last time we saw you was in March. You took some time for your mental health. You set an example by doing so, right? It's a courageous thing to do. How are you feeling now?
I'm feeling great. You know, I got to be thankful for my management company, especially Pete Bird. You know, he's really advanced as a human being, and he let me, you know, he gave me all the resources I need to get to the bottom of a lot of things. You know, us boxers, most of us don't have the greatest upbringing. Most of us, you know, have a lot of stuff in our personal life that needs to be dealt with, and I got to deal with all of that stuff. And now, you know, I'm better than ever.
And we're looking forward to your fight on Saturday night. You're fighting here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. I mean, there have been so many spectacular boxing matches that have happened here. What does it mean to you to be fighting here?
It means a lot to me. You know, I get to share a space that a lot of history has been made, and I plan to make a lot of history in the game. So being able to have this stage so early in my career, get used to these things, is just a testament that I will be, you know, making history of my own, and I'm getting more and more comfortable in these venues, so that, you know, when it's my time to headline a show, I won't have those nerves and things.
And final question for you. I know you've said in the past, I'm different, right? You're not like everyone else. So what makes you different?
Oh yeah, I'm extremely different. You know, started at 19, and my power is crazy. And now I'm learning how to place the power more, and that excitement that I bring into the ring is going to be on full display. Right now, I'm just letting the storm brew, but Saturday night, y'all gonna see why I'm different.
We'll see you on Saturday night. We're going to keep it moving here at the press conference. Now it's time to preview the Undisputed Welterweight Championship of the World. Let's throw it up to Eddie Hearn.
Thanks, Karen. And yes, quite right. The Undisputed Welterweight Championship of the World. Not many undisputed champions these days, but how good is it, particularly in female boxing, to find out who is the best in the division? Of course, next week, Katie Taylor defends her World Lightweight Undisputed Championship in Liverpool against her mandatory challenger, Firuza Sharipova. Katie Reese and Chantel Cameron will meet early next year to find out who is the 140-pound undisputed champion. Carissa Shields at 154, and of course Jessica McCaskill, the undisputed champion at 147 pounds. Cecilia Brackhouse suffered 2 defeats to Jessica McCaskill. Jessica McCaskill also travelled to London as a novice to challenge Katie Taylor. She also unified the division at 140 pounds. She is truly one of the real stars of female boxing. Victoria Bustos was the original opponent. She had problems with her vaccination status, and Candy Wyatt gets the dream opportunity to come in with a fight that was already scheduled that fell through, and now you sit here at the MGM Grand about to fight for the Undisputed World Championship.
Yeah, it's a dream come true. This is something I fell in love with boxing when I was 10 years old, and this has always been the dream to be a world champion and to fight at Vegas nonetheless, so thank you for the invite.
Obviously, you've been through the different phases of women's boxing, where I guess it was hard to even find a fight or find a purse, to see the rise of the female side of the sport. You must be very proud of that as well, to consistently see big fights now as part of either headlining their own shows or part of big fight shows like this.
Absolutely, I couldn't be more excited to see female boxing taking off, and it's growing in the amateur ranks as well, which is nothing but good news. But yeah, the way that female boxing is taking off in the pro ranks, I'm super excited about it, and I couldn't be happier.
You've had to fight a number of very good fighters as well. Ibarra last time out as well, Kaylee Reese, and again up against a very good champion in Jessica McCaskill as well. Expecting a tough night at the office here at the MGM Grand on Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. Jessica's a gamer. She's going to come out ready to fight, but I'm here to fight too. I'm not here for the experience. I'm here to win. So expect fireworks on Saturday.
Finally, after everything that you've been through in the struggle for women's boxing, what would it mean to become undisputed world champion here in Las Vegas on Saturday?
It's hard to put into words. Like I said, it's been something I've been dreaming about since I was 10 years old. So I'm rendered speechless already.
Well, look forward to the opportunity for you on Saturday. Jessica, you look like a caged lioness yesterday at the media workout. A lot of frustration in there, ready to go after 2 great wins against Cecilia Brackhouse. It's been a long time coming, but worth the wait here in Las Vegas, ready to defend all of those belts on Saturday night.
Yeah, I'm always ready to go, and it's not always me. You know, Ricky will be like, hey, we're just gonna go really relax and be really chill, and as soon as we get in there and I have the gloves on, he has the mitts on, it's crazy. So we just know to work, and we have a high work rate, and I work out 2 to 3 times every single day. So when I'm sitting in my hotel room and I'm waiting to do a workout, and then you put a ring in front of me, that's what's gonna happen.
Do you feel, I feel, that you might not have got the credit that you deserve when you look at your resume? You know, you come in with an early defeat in your career and then go fight Katie Taylor in a fight that gave us all, you know, grey hair watching that fight. You were really a young, inexperienced lightweight at the time. Gave her one of the toughest fights of her career, move up to 140 pounds, win the title, unify there, then the opportunity comes up to fight Brackhouse in a division you're not really a welterweight. You took the fight, you won the fight, you had a rematch clause, you beat her in the rematch, you own all those belts. Feel like, you know, you need to take care of business on Saturday, but 2022 is your time to be in those mega fights.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to what we have planned for 2022, not looking past Candy at all, especially when somebody takes a fight last minute and she already had a fight, you know, that she was preparing for. So I'm not sleeping on her at all. And like she said, it's going to be fireworks. She comes forward, she throws punches with almost every step that she takes. You guys see how I fight. I like to brawl. But I'm trying to put together a little bit more boxing, show you guys a little bit more skill. But I'm trying to really make my mark in history and in the boxing world. I only have about maybe 25 amateur fights, and when I hooked up with Rick Ramos, he was like, we're going to move you really fast, and that's exactly what we've done.
And finally as well, from everything that, you know, I talked about Candy's struggle as well, yours as well, coming through into boxing and you know, the struggle that you've had in life as well. Great to see you fighting on this stage. You know, you've been on some big cards, of course, Chicago and the Chocolatito Estrada card as well, but something very special about fighting in Las Vegas, especially for the undisputed champion.
Yeah, Vegas, it's always a dream for a fighter, just like having the green belt is always a dream for a fighter. I came to Vegas in 2014 and walked around the whole hotel and told everybody, like, I'm gonna fight here one day. I wasn't even a pro fighter yet, and so to be here and to have spoken that into my future, it means everything.
Well, good luck to both of you on Saturday night. The undisputed 147-pound welterweight championship between champion Jessica McCaskill and Candy Wyatt. If we could have a head-to-head up there, please. Thank you.
And we see the undisputed welterweight champion of the world, Jessica McCaskill, and the hungry challenger, Candy Wyatt, staring down. And if we learned anything from last week, never count out the challenger. Both women hungry, both women motivated, and I will be joined by the champion, Jessica McCaskill. She makes her way down.
Only K Wyatt I know is Kiki Wyatt. Fresh one. I know a Kiki Wyatt. I don't know no Candy Wyatt. Shout out to Kiki Wyatt.
We know that you won your titles versus Cecilia Marquez. Then you defended earlier this year. You won even more definitively. Is part of you happy that that chapter is over and now you can start a new chapter and defend against other people?
Yeah, I mean, that chapter was really just to let everybody know that Cecilia's resume wasn't as impressive as everybody thought it was. And if it was, then I must be the queen of boxing because I put the SmackDown twice and got that ring belt, and that's really what matters.
She went the rock on her.
She was undefeated before she faced you. Eddie talked about it a little bit up there. In your past, you had to work a 9-to-5 job while training to make ends meet. You had to get up at 3 a.m. Everything that you've been through, when you reflect on it, you look at now on Saturday night, you'll be here in a packed house, fighting at the end of the grand.
I don't think so.
If we told you that when you were going through those tough times, would you have believed it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've always told myself to look for the bigger, better things and not to count myself out. I've always believed in myself. I've always had self-confidence. It was just a matter of figuring out what to do and when to do it and how I was going to get there.
On Saturday night, you'll be taking on Candy Wyatt, who is a late replacement. She's a tough competitor. She has 2 losses, but they have been against good opposition against Oliver Ibarra and Kaylee Reese. Have you been watching film and how you prepare for this fight?
I don't really watch film on other opponents. If you do that, you usually kind of get your mind stuck on one specific thing, and if they change up their game plan for you specifically, you won't see that number in the ring.
Montana
so
love.
maybe 20 seconds of her fighting, but as always, my goal is to make sure I'm 100% in every aspect of my boxing, and that's when I know I'm going to dominate.
The status of the undisputed welterweight champion will be figured out on Saturday night. We have a stacked card. We have heavyweights. We have other fighters. So we're going to throw it up to Eddie Hearn to keep it going here at the press conference.
Thank you, Karen. Yes, stacked card on Saturday night here at the MGM Grand Live on The Zone. Delighted to be joined by some more guests. Nissa Sauerland on the end there, Filip Hrgović, one of the top heavyweights in the world, Montana Love, one of the top 140-pounders in world boxing, and Emir Amatovic as well, undefeated heavyweight, taking on Filip Hrgović. We're going to start with the heavyweights. Nis, I'll start with you. The Filip Hrgović project is one that is extremely frustrating, trying to find top heavyweights to share the ring with this beast of a heavyweight. The good news is he remains active, Austria last time, and again, MGM Grand as well. But 2022 is going to be a very important year, and of course we can't take the eye off the ball on Saturday night either.
No, I think you used the operative word there. It's been a frustrating time for Filip, but you know, the whole IBF situation, we went through the top 15 I think twice. No one wants to fight Filip, but now next year someone's going to have to fight for the mandatory, and I believe you're looking at the next world champ next year. 2022 is going to be Filip Hrgovic's year, and I just hope someone takes up to the challenge. I heard Zhang is up for it, so you know, finally someone's going to step up to the plate. Respect to them, respect to Emir Amatovic coming out. It's always hard to get Filip opponents, but yeah, we're just happy to be in Vegas. Thank you to Eddie, thank you to his team for helping us. And yeah, roll on Saturday night, and you know, you're going to see the future heavyweight champ.
Thank you, Nis. Yeah, Emir Amatovic, welcome. A lot of people didn't want to fight Filip Hrgović. You, as an undefeated heavyweight, said yes, I will fight him. And now you're sitting here in Las Vegas at MGM Grand, about to have the fight of your life.
Yeah, it's happy to be here. First, to say sorry, my English is not so good. I'm sorry for that. But yeah, I'm happy to be here. Last week I got a call for the fight against Hrgović, and yeah, I said, of course, I want to fight him. Yeah, why not?
Obviously, he's well ranked in all the governing bodies. Heavyweight boxing, one punch can change everything. Victory for you on Saturday would change your life. All of a sudden, put you in contention to fight for the world heavyweight title.
Yeah, thank you very much. That's why I'm here. I'm not here. I'm 100% here to win, and I will give 100% to win the fight on Saturday.
And you will come for that win. You will come for that knockout. Ready to let those hands go and shock the world on Saturday.
100%.
Thank you, Amir. Philip, welcome. Staying active, which is a good thing, but obviously not in the final eliminator that we anticipated you'd be in this time of the year. But again, mustn't take your eye off the ball. Undefeated challenger Saturday night, and we've seen a lot of fighters recently look forward to the next one and what might be next and come unstuck. So you have to stay focused on Saturday night.
Yeah, I need to stay focused. I cannot underestimate anyone. And thank to Amir to accepting the challenge. And looking forward to Saturday night.
What is it that these heavyweights see? You know, Amir, not in that list, but these top heavyweights that have got a lot to lose. Why is the fear of fighting Filip Hrgović? I mean, you've been in a lot of these training camps with them, haven't you, as a youngster? So I kind of feel like your reputation, even in boxing, goes before you as well. But it must be frustrating for you that the winner of a fight with you would be the mandatory challenger to Alexander Usyk with the IBF on a 35% purse split as well. But yet they're not willing to step up and face you. You saw Michael Hunter, we won a purse bid, he took the talk, decided to pull out of that fight. Luis Ortiz, Andy Ruiz, Charles Martin, they're all guys that have been asked to accept the challenge.
Yeah, you asking me, I should ask you that question, man. I don't know what's going on. You're the biggest promoter in the world, and I hope so you will find someone to fight me, you know. I'm looking forward to big fights. I said to my promoters and to you a long time ago that I feel ready for anyone. I'm training really hard and focused on boxing 100%, and I'm looking for a big fight. Like I said, I'm focused on Saturday night. I don't want to underestimate anyone, but I know I have quality and talent to become the best fighter in the world.
Well, I can assure you that if you come through Saturday night, the IBF final eliminator will be next, because I've already got.
You heard him.
Yeah, you heard me. You heard me.
Now.
We've already got one that's ready to take it.
The best promoter in the world said that, gave me the promise, and I'm waiting almost 1 year to that fight to happen. And if everything goes good on Saturday night, I'm looking forward to that. Thank you, man.
Good luck to you. Good luck to you, Philip. Good luck, Amir. The co-main event on Saturday night, your opponent in the air, slightly delayed, Carlos Diaz. Montana Love, I watched you on the Jake Paul card, and I thought we have to sign this young man. You walked out there in your hometown in front of 17,000. You knocked out Ivan Barancic in a thrilling fight. You stood on that turnbuckle, you beated your chest, and you're a superstar. This is a massive moment for Saturday night for you here at the MGM Grand. Everything you've been through as well. Things get really real for you this weekend.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for having me here. You know, I'm very happy to be part of the zone. You know, be part of your team. And Saturday night, I'm here to put on a show, man. You know, just be me. You know, too pretty, look good while doing it, and having fun.
That win against Barancic put you in the top 15, and on Saturday night you got a tough fight against Carlos Diaz. One defeat on the record as well, very tough game. Mexican comes forward, loves to fight. Expect a tough challenge.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, my last 3 opponents, you know, they've been saying the same thing about, you know, Ivan. They said Ivan was, you know, the biggest, which was my biggest test, but I made it look easy. You know what I mean? You know, I'm just here to have fun, man. I don't think none of these guys really on my level. You know, I know Carlos gonna come to fight. You know, his only loss was to Zepeda, which, you know, in my mind, I really want to get him out of there sooner. But I'm gonna stick to the game plan, you know, and execute like that. That's all.
Obviously, Josh Taylor holds the belts at 140, but Saturday night probably one more. Those belts could be freeing up next year, if not. I know you take the Josh Taylor fight as well, but World Championships await for Montana Love in 2022.
Absolutely. You know, following your lead, I told you that. Whoever you put in front of me, we're gonna knock him down and keep stepping on him.
Montana Love against Carlos Diaz, really good fight in the co-main event on Saturday night, and of course Filip Hrgović against Amatovic as well in the heavyweight division. look forward to some great fights on DAZN this Saturday. Before we go to the main event, we're going to have a couple of photos up here now. Thank you.
Filip Hrgović, aka Stone Man, certainly hungry for a big fight.
Big boy.
To do so, he's going to have to get past Amir Amatović.
Shooting through
Born
the
in
roof.
Serbia, lives in Germany. Amatović undefeated, 10-0. This will be a battle at heavyweight. Filip Hrgović has been called one of the most avoided men in boxing. Both men stare down. Also in action Saturday night, Montana Love providing cheap support co-main event. I will be joined by Montana Love to talk about his incredible journey.
I was shooting Isaac Dogbin.
Yeah.
He
will be taking on Carlos Diaz. Carlos Diaz, once beaten by Jose Zepeda. Will be Montana Love's challenge on Saturday nights.
Oh, oh yeah, he's in there.
And Montana Love comes down the stage and will join me.
Oh yeah.
So Montana, we know that you have absolutely turned your life around. You had to deal with
Hey man, there's
family loss.
250 people in here. We missing over 100 likes. Smash the like button.
Now you're here, and you've
Don't know
gone
what's not to like. Again, y'all can't get no closer than this, man. If y'all could, y'all be watching whatever y'all think it is. So smash the like button. Here come Kambosos. Oh man, there go Mama, there go that man.
Yeah, he just got here.
Oh man, he's the greatest. Can you fish out the Bert? Bert said, let him know if y'all don't want to be here, he'll kick you out. I like that.
We heard from Eddie Hearn, your
Big
last
step.
performance against Ivan Baranchyk.
Huh? There go
You won
Kambosos.
impressively,
Huh?
stopped him. You got the call
Get
from
them
Asher.
likes up, man.
What was it like to get that call?
Unless you a hater. You know the haters ain't, they watching, but they ain't hitting the like.
have misconceptions about
They watch everything you do.
He's a very humble man.
Kambosos in the building. Y'all want them exclusive interviews, support the channel, support the content. Again, you see how I have to elbow somebody to get y'all this content.
Yesterday at the media workout, we saw
Might have to
your
kick somebody's
mascot,
teeth in for these interviews. So smash the like button.
I
Act
understand
like you
Bobby's
know.
going to be walking you out to the ring. Is that accurate?
Yeah, absolutely. Bobby will be walking me out. You know, that's my best friend right there. That's my guy. You know, he's a superstar as well. You know, he got to do too much.
Oh, that's dope.
The biggest thing.
That's dope.
Big dog.
Bobby is certainly well dressed.
He's running with me. Yeah, it shows how they want to
Montana
the ring
Love,
with
you're
his dog.
competing at 140 pounds. We're going to go down to 135 pounds to lightweight.
That's like Ammo used to always be with his dog.
Major players in that division. He's joining Eddie Hearn.
Yes, thank you, Curran. And again, probably the most travelled man, not just in boxing this week, but in the world. George Kambosos. I mean, firstly, I think we should have a round of applause for George Kambosos. George, thanks for coming, and obviously an important fight in the division this week. But as you just said to me there before we started, you feel fresh. You feel like if there's a replacement on the card this week, you'd be ready to go. Unbelievable how the face has healed up.
Yeah, look, it's a pleasure to be here, and I've been traveling like crazy, obviously after the big battle and the big win. But I feel so fresh, I feel good. I'm recovered already. My face feels great, so look, if one of them does decide to pull out, just get the big checkbook out and I'll use the same pair of shorts I used to Lopez, even though they're full of blood. I'll be ready to go.
It was just an amazing fight. I mean, thank you so much. Obviously, it was a joy to be part of for us. You know, picking the fight up. Madison Square Garden had absolutely everything as well, but not many gave you much chance to win that fight. You did, your dad did, Peter did, and your team did, but, you know, play out the way you expected it to. You had to go through the mill in that fight, not just in the first round, but in the 10th round as well. It was a real war.
Yeah, look, a lot of people didn't believe in me. Maybe 99.9% of the world didn't believe in me. You know, they thought they were going to get rid of me in the first round. The most important person that believed, obviously my team, but the most important was myself. I believed like crazy. I didn't change throughout the whole preparation. I knew I was going to beat this kid, take everything off him, and that is what I did. You know, everyone's like, wow, it was a battle, it was a war. What a hard fight. Obviously, you won the fight, but what a hard fight. But honestly, I'm so fresh, I don't feel like it was a hard fight. I live for this. I love this. The blood, the knockdowns, the back and forth exchanges. I'm a warrior. I'm a Spartan warrior, so for me, I'll do this every week if I had to.
Take you back to that fight, just one question I've got is obviously the first round, you know, he came out, he told everyone he was going to stop you in the first round. With 20 seconds to go, you hold your feet, you hit him with a huge right hand. But I want to go to the 10th round because after that first round, you know, he came back a little bit, but you controlled most of the fight in the middle stages of the fight. He wins the 9th, he knocks you down in the 10th. And as a fan watching that, the fight looks like it's about to turn. You look like you're in big trouble, but yet you come back and you win the 11th and 12th round. That was, what was going through your mind when you hit the canvas in the 10th round? Because you looked like you were in trouble. You know, you went down, it wasn't a heavy knockdown, but it looked like the fight was turning.
Yeah, look, I lost my composure in that round 9 and round 10, and I lost control of the fight because it was my fault. I got too excited, I smelled blood, I knew he was ready to go at any time, and I made the mistake. So when I did get put down, you know, I got up, legs were a little bit wobbly, but I said to myself that you made the mistake, but this is how you're going to show how great you are. You're going to come back and finish a round. That was a minute 45 in round 10. Lopez stops any lightweight in the world at that point, but not Kambosos, because I had the heart of a warrior and I was ready to do whatever I had to do. I was prepared to die in that ring on Saturday night. And that's a scary thought because I've got 3 kids, I've got a family, but that's how much I love this sport. And I got up, finished the round strong too. Came back to my corner, my coaches, they can see me laughing and smiling. Why are you laughing and smiling? Okay, because I stuffed up there, my mistake. Watch me punish him now for 2 rounds. And that I did. I busted him up for round 11, closed the show in round 12, and the rest is history. And you.
Absolutely. And of course, you've been everywhere this week. I think you're going to the fight on Sunday as well. But this fight, a really, really important fight for the lightweight division. You said off camera there, really looking forward to this fight. Devin Haney, you know, the young charge now of the division. Now Tio's taking a back seat. And of course, Jojo Diaz looking to become a multi-weight world champion as well. This is a real fight.
Yeah, look, it's a great fight. Not only that for me, it's a scouting mission and just having a look and seeing who's going to perform. But as a fight fan, I'm excited to be there, to watch them fight, and both very talented guys. And I'm looking forward to seeing who shows more. The big thing now is I'm in the driver's seat, so I want action. I want fight of the year candidates. That's what I'm looking for. I want to give the fans their money worth. I'm not here to touch and run around and play games. I'm here for action. So all these guys, they want the shot. They got to show me something. They got to really show me that, you know, we're going to fight. That it's going to be a battle.
Is that your message to Devin, that you want to see him in the pocket on Saturday night and put on a show? You know, you want to make, and you're right. You sit there now with a Devin Haney fight, a Jojo Diaz fight, and a Tank fight, and a Ryan Garcia fight. But you want the biggest fight in boxing, and you want that to be built. And I guess you'd like to do that in Australia as well, if it could be made.
Yeah, look, that's definitely the plan, to take it back home, because I've been on the road since 2017, and I haven't fought in Australia for such a long time, and that was always the plan. Do the hard yards, earn it the hard way, and when we got everything and we win the championship of the world, we'll come back and we'll fill out 80,000 people in the stadium. This is exciting, you know, this is great for the division. You know, full respect to everyone in the division. Same as Lopez, I never disrespected him. I showed him my respect, but I had to do my thing in the ring. He's still in the mix too if he wants it. But I'm looking forward to seeing the fight on the weekend, the Tank fight. Ryan Garcia, hopefully he stops going missing and comes back as well. And Lomachenko and Commey as well. They're a great fight, so it all depends who shows the most now.
Finally, I know Australia is a big project for us in 2022. I feel like it's a market ready to set fire as well, but every market needs a role model, needs a superstar, and massive support from back home, from Australia as well. You really have changed the game over there.
Yeah, look, Australia they're still celebrating. I haven't even celebrated. I don't drink. I haven't even dared to have a drink yet. I've been so embedded in the media. But they are celebrating, they're really enjoying this. And like I said, this is not only my world titles, but it's their world titles, as well as Greece. There's big plans there down under, and obviously you've got some big plans there as well, but you know, the face is here. I'm representing the flag, and
it's going to be an interesting 2022.
Well, I know on behalf of all the fans around the world, congratulations on a great fight and congratulations on your win on Saturday night. We're going to be joined by Devin Haney and Jojo Diaz up next. We're going to throw it over to Carl.
Oh, there goes your message. You got your answer.
Lightweight is certainly a red-hot division. So many big names. And we're going to be speaking to George Kambosos. George,
At least
bring him
Devin
into the
knows
studio.
that.
So you spoke there with Eddie. We talked about you wanting to defend your belts now in Australia.
Smash the
There's
like
probably going to
button.
be no more interested observer on Saturday night. Devin Haney
Smash
takes
the
on
like button.
Jojo Diaz. Obviously,
He's already playing.
Shame we just now getting to 200 likes. It's been 300 people in here the whole time.
So that.
Yeah, Good Morning America is on.
That's one, yeah.
The Young and the Restless.
Had the big celebration at the parade.
You know, novellas, soap operas, all that shit is on right now. Press one. Find something to do instead of freeload. Smash the like button. What's up, DB?
All the best to them, full respect.
this fight, your fight with Teofimo Lopez, there were so many false starts. There was a few times. I asked people in your camp, was there concern of overtraining? They said there was not because you're always in the gym. You spoke about the dark runs, being alone in the gym. I'm sure that preparation came to mind in round 1, in round 10, and all the tough moments in that fight.
Yeah, look, I was in the trenches non-stop, and I can't wait to be back in the
If somebody closer let me know. That means they would be in front of me, and ain't nobody in front of me.
I'm going to be putting in the work.
They be behind me trying to get in front of me, but hey, if you wasn't here before me, I ain't moving nowhere. Facts. Yeah, tell your favorite channel we ain't moving nowhere. Press one. The baddest brand in the land. Not your land, in the land.
There was so much bad blood between your camp and his camp, between you and him. You fought 12 hard rounds. Is there a respect level now between
Y'all
you
gotta
two?
move around and look. When you in the front, you don't even pay attention to who behind you. I don't know who behind me. Fuck it. Don't even matter.
I come in here to handle business. When I'm inside them ropes, I'm a killer. So, you know, he said, oh, look, he wants to be a businessman. Well, there's a killer under that business.
48 hours, Lord Devin Haney gonna whoop that ass.
If he wants it, there's respect there. I haven't heard from him. He hasn't done anything from reaching out, even though he
There's two champions up there. Devin Haney and Kambosos.
All the best to him.
Sitting courtside.
George Kambosos said he hasn't had a drink to celebrate. Someone needs to get you a drink.
Twins.
A big part of the lightweight division is going to be decided on Saturday night. That is Devin Haney versus Jojo Diaz. We're going to hear from both men. Let's throw it up to Eddie Hearn.
You lazy, look at you young.
Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Church, as well. This is it. And thank you to George Kambosos for coming. Great fight last weekend.
Smash that like,
is
get the
done.
likes to
The
300
focus
people.
is this weekend. An incredible fight for the lightweight division here at MGM Grand, Las Vegas, live on DAZN all around the world this Saturday night. Wherever you are, do not miss this one. Devin Haney defending his WBC World Lightweight title against Jojo Diaz, looking to become a multi-weight world champion. Delighted to be joined by fathers and a co-promoter as well over there, Robert Diaz. Robert, I'll start with you. We got there. I said to you last night, I don't mind saying it in front of Jojo, you know I'm Team Haney. We were in the restaurant last night, separately. I went over to you and I said, I believe Devin Haney will stop